How you doing, guys? My name is Vera, and this is my annotated speech. Have you guys ever gotten a phone call that dramatically changed the way you thought about life? I did. In July of 2013, I got a phone call from my cousin saying that my dad was being rushed to the hospital. Unfortunately, he was having a heart attack. I'm going to take a few minutes out of your day to tell you why this event changed the way I started thinking about life and why I started being more grateful for the things that I do have. This event really changed how I started viewing things because it showed me that anything could be taken away from you in a flash, and you have to be more fortunate for the things that you do have. That being said, I started seeing how my actions could affect others, and instead of always just thinking that I was right, I would try to step in and help people out. I would try to share the things that I already had. Fortunately enough for me, I do have a lot of things. So if I see a person like struggling on the street, a neighbor or anything, I try to step in and be the guy that helps you out. I always want to tell people like never give up, because there always is a brighter side on the other. Now that I started seeing why I started viewing things differently, I wanted to tell you why I started taking things less for granted. Traveling was a huge part of my life because I started understanding that I do have it pretty lucky here in the States. It changed the way that I started viewing things. It wasn't like just one point of view. I would step back and like see how other people are also dealing with things. I started seeing that like I'm not always right. I used to think that I was always correct, that my way of viewing things is like 100%, like nobody can tell me differently. But going other places really showed me that people grew up with different norms and a different background. Being here from the US, I never had to worry about where my next meal was coming from, where I was going to be sleeping, or if I was even going to be able to wake up the next day. I became a lot more sympathetic. I stepped into other people's shoes and started seeing that I am pretty lucky from being raised in the US and having all these nice things. I started thinking twice for the actions that I would do. Overall, I think I did become a better person. I started being way less judgmental, and I started giving back a lot more to my community. Like I said, to maybe a person that's struggling on the street, my neighbor, anybody that I see. In conclusion, almost losing my dad did really open up my eyes. It made me see that I have to be a nicer guy. I had to like be less judgmental on everything. And that being said, I don't think that losing him should have been the reason I thought like that. I think that I should have started thinking like this a lot more. I was very egocentric, and I think him almost passing away showed me that I have to be grateful for the things that I have, because I am fortunate enough to live in the States, to have all these things, and maybe not everybody is as fortunate as I am, so I want to start giving back more, and I think everybody should. Yeah.